I'm Lily, and I am 16 years old, and I am here to tell you about my experience with life choices. When I first found out I was pregnant, I was in my freshman year of high school, and I was, excited about starting high school and having a new experience. Then a couple weeks in, I found out I was pregnant, and that made my plans and what I wanted to do and be kind of topple for a bit. Originally, I was going to go and get an abortion. That was my plan. I didn't want anything to do with it. I wanted just to be done and drop it. And then my awesome grandma decided that I need to go to Life Choices. And at first, I did fight her a little bit and was like, oh, I don't want to go. I know what I want to do. But I ended up coming just so she'd let it go. And in that experience, something very amazing happened. First I came in, the nurses introduced themselves and told me a little about them, and they got me into the room with the ultrasound, and at this time I was about 6 weeks along, and I wasn't, I was like, oh, I don't even think I'm going to even see anything. And then they got it on the ultrasound, and I saw this little outline that looked like a bean with arms, and in that moment I was just like, oh wow, that's not what I was expecting. And after that, I was just sitting there and I didn't know what to think really. And the nurses and people here were kind enough to give me a little bag that had a bunch of booklets and about information. And so I went home and I read through them and saw the pros and cons of each. And I was like, I don't want to keep them, but I would like to have them be put into adoption. Originally, when I started looking into adoptive families, I went through a lawyer's place and was trying to find, a good family with a good foundation. And I got a couple and looked through them, and they were all very far away, and what their requirements were not what I was liking. And I was rethinking and having double thoughts of either going back with the abortion idea or instead keeping the child, which wouldn't have been the best idea. And then I found the perfect family that was best fit for me and the baby and for them. They were nearby, their requirements were very meetable and agreeable, and even better, they were just awesome people and very kind and sweet to me. It's been 2 years since I came to Life Choices and went through that experience. It's been over a year since the baby was born, and how I've been coping with the adoption has been very well. To where I am today is I'm doing well in high school. I will be starting Running Start soon, and I wouldn't be able to be here if I were to have kept the child. If I even were to have done an abortion, I know I wouldn't have handled it well, and I don't even know where I'd be if I'd be in my right mind or not. And Life Choices, they changed everything for me. If I wouldn't have come here, I would have made the biggest mistake of my life. And I thank them for that, and I encourage people to come here and support them and do whatever they feel necessary for this amazing place.